Hello guys, today I'm just going to talk about my review on some of the animes this season, because I've watched a handful of them and I'm going to watch some more. So I'm going to start off the one I was most excited for, Shikamori's Not Just a Cutie, and it's so good, I can't lie. No, I've read the manga and there's a new volume coming out. I think it's already out in Japan but not in English yet, but I can't lie, it's just so good. And I think some of the anime like parts they've added is some anime only bits that are not in the manga. Like at the end of episode 5 or 4, I think it was, when Shikamori's cooking with Izumi's mum. That was fucking funny. I love that. It's just a wholesome show. People would say it's mid and shit, and it's like, if you actually watch it, it's just a good romance written properly. Like, it's not over the top. It's just written well. Well, yeah, I can't wait to watch more. I'm hoping this gets a second season if it does well. I'm gonna rate it 8.5 out of 10. I say that's a rough estimate because it hasn't finished yet. It's on its 5th episode. The next one I'm gonna rate is Kaguya-sama Love Is War Ultimate Romance, I think it's called, season 3 is. And I can't lie, it's fucking amazing. Like, Love Is War is one of the most perfect shows that you can just sit around and watch. It's so funny and it's just so good. I fucking love it. Fucking hell, like, I rewatched the first 2 seasons that's a few weeks ago, and I forgot how good they were, man. Like, the character development between like the whole group, like between like Chika, Ishigami, I think his name is, and the president, I forgot his name, but all their friendships and comedy throughout the seasons and series and this season especially is so good. And we're seeing some more of like the side characters like Hisoka and I don't know what her name is. I think it's Lion or Leon. They will go with the brown hair. I forgot her name, but we're seeing a lot more of her now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to rate this. It's at the minute it's so good, so I'm gonna have to rate it at 9.8 out of 10. Like, Love Is War is one of them animes you can just sit around and watch for fun. It's so funny and so good. 100% recommend you watch it. The first 2 seasons and the whole series if you haven't watched it. Next, we've got Shield Hero season 2. Like, this season is starting off really slow. Like, the past 3 episodes we've got into the action, but it started off really slow. And like, some people are saying it's mid and that, and they don't like the way the series is going. But I think it's kind of cool. Like, we're seeing, instead of just the heroes and the ways of this time, we're getting another aspect of it, but with a different hero and a natural villain this time. I don't know. Spoilers for the recent episode. Like, we just saw Naofumi transport into the world where the Scythe hero and the Jewel hero are, so he's just transported there. And I can't wait to watch him, read more, to be fair, watch more. But at the minute, I'm hoping they do it right, because there's still a couple of more episodes left. So like, yeah, I'm hoping they do it right. So I'm gonna rate it a 7.8 out of 10. Shield Hero season 2. Right, one of the ones I recently picked up is Trapped in a Dating Sim. To be honest, when I excuse me, I saw the trailer for this when it got announced, and I was like, this is gonna be like High School DxD. I can already tell. Like a typical harem anime where the main protagonist gets all the chicks and shit. But it's actually not. When I was watching it, I was like, no, never mind, let's need to stop saying that. When I was watching it, it was like actually written well, to be fair. Like, the main protagonist is really good and really fucking, what's it called? Not mysteriously unique, I think, for the why the anime is. I think I think out of all the new gens, all the animes this season, it's kind of the one that is overlooked the most. I'd say give it a watch. It's really entertaining to watch. The main protagonist is really interesting to watch as well. The side characters, some of them are cool. I don't like some of them, but I like a few, so I'll say give it a watch. I'll rate it, I say 7.6 out of 10. Another one I've watched is Data Life Season 4. It hasn't finished yet. None of these have finished yet. I don't finish for another few weeks. This season of Data Life has got to be the best season, in my opinion. The first one's good, but this one is so good. Animation is top tier, and we actually get in to see an actual villain this time. Like, we had villains before, like the spirits were villains at first, but we actually seen an actual villain that have a human with spirit capabilities, like what's the character's name? The main protagonist. It's really interesting to be fair. I'd say give it a watch. And also, like, I can't wait for more Data Life. Really good. So I'm rating it 8.7 out of 10. Another one I started watching is Skeleton Knight in Another World. Right, I was hesitant to watch this. Like, I thought it's gonna be like a rip off of Overlord. Overlord is top tier. If you haven't watched it, it's top tier. Like, Skeleton Knight is like, it's really interesting to be fair. I really like it. It's got some unique characters, and the protagonist is kind of iffy to watch. Like, sometimes you can be cool, sometimes you can just be really goofy and shit. So yeah, I'm just kind of getting into this. I'm on episode 3 at the minute, so there's 5 episodes, and I think another one comes out later today. So yeah, as I give it, at the minute, give it a watch. So I'm gonna rate it at the minute 6.7 out of 10. Another one I've watched, Spike's Family. Oh my days! If you have not heard of Spike's Family and you're in the anime community at the minute, you are in the bin, literally in the bin. It is so good. It's 10 out of 10. I read the manga. I've got the first 3 volumes of it. I cannot wait for more of this show. Like, the recent episode with Anya and Euro, I think that's her name. How to pronounce it? But this season with those two and Lloyd is so good. I can't lie. Like, just seeing these like undercover family members and just not revealing their true colours and how wholesome the show is. It's really good. I'll rate it 10 out of 10. 100% recommend to watch it. And Kokumi, next one on Kokumi-san Can't Communicate Season 2. I say it's top tier to be fair. Like, season 6, episode 6 came out today, and it was so fucking good. I love the comedy in it, and I love just how someone with communication disorder is just making this show so wholesome and so funny at the same time. The problem is, my friend asked me the other day, like, what do I prefer, Love is War or Kokumi Can't Communicate? And like, for comedy, Love is War is better, but for actual enjoyment, I like them both the same. I think they're both very similar shows, but one goes towards the most romance direction and one goes for more the message direction, where it's saying like, if you can't speak and stuff, you can still have friends and shit. So I'll say Kokumi-san Can't Communicate is a 9.8 out of 10. One I picked up a few weeks ago was Tamichi's Game, and I saw the trailer for this and I thought it was going to be like that bloody shitty gambling anime. I forgot what it was called. I'll put a picture of it on screen now. And I can't lie, this is probably the one I'm always, as soon as the episode comes out, I'm always watching it. It's so entertaining to watch. The main protagonist is just like so interesting. He's got like we just found out he was a murderer and shit. And oh my days, these 4, I think it's 5 or 4, yeah, 5 characters. Just watching them is so entertaining. recommend you watch it. 100% recommend you watch it. I'm rating this 8.7 out of 10. Next one I've been watching is I'm Quitting Hero Ring. I can't lie, I saw a trailer for this a while back. It's kind of a letdown, I'd say. I like it, but it's a letdown. It's not as good as the other animes out here, so I can't really explain the plot because it's kind of weird. Like, the guy wants to be, obviously, remake the Demon King's army, Demon Queen, and then I forgot. And then found out he killed the Demon Queen, and Demon Lord, I think it was, or something like that. I forgot. It's been a while since I watched the first episode. It's just like the characters are interesting. The side characters are more entertaining to watch than the main protagonist. It's just that, like, I was actually excited for this, and I think it's kind of a letdown, so I'm rating it a 6.5 out of 10. Our next one that I've been watching is The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a Typical Nobody. That title was fucking long. I think it's alright. I still think Misfits better, but it's just alright. It's got more of the comedy aspect of it, but Misfit is just the way I'm comparing the two because they have similar titles. For comedy, I'd say watch this one more, but for entertainment and enjoyment and characters, go to watch Misfit. This is just like when everyone saw this, it was everyone compared it to Misfit because obviously they have similar titles, same as Skeleton Knight with Overlord. But yeah, I can actually agree with it. This it's kind of entertaining watching the Mario protagonist. Sorry, characters I don't really care about. So I'm rating it 7 point. No, just a 7 out of 10. Another one I've been watching is Scientists Fell in Love, so I tried to prove it. I think that's the title. Season 2. I love season 1. I think the comedy behind it with science is so fucking unique and funny. So yeah, I finished that a few weeks, like last month. And this season, it's so good. I love it. The comedy and the two main characters just trying to figure out how they can prove they're in love with each other is so good. Like recently, I've got the main character's name, just confessed to the bluish haired girl, and it's really cool. I'm gonna rate it a 8 out of 10. That's kind of like all the ones I've watched. The ones I'm going to watch next is Love After World Domination. It's kind of piqued my interest now. The Dawn of the Witch it looks interesting, so I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, Boy Co Gaming, I think it's called. I'm gonna put a picture of all of these on screen. And The Executioner and Her Way of Life. Those are gonna be all the ones I will watch this season. So yeah, they're my thoughts on this season at the minute. So yeah, if you want me to break down like a specific one of these anime, put it in the comments. And yeah, I don't have enough else to say really. Oh yeah, this is going to be kind of a series, so this is going to be episode 1 of Let's Talk about 2022 spring anime. That's what this episode's going to be titled. So yeah, that's all I got to say. See ya.